I think it's been a little while since we've seen an original romantic comedy. What do you think sets that awkward moment apart in this genre?
I think what's cool about it is the director in no way wanted to mimic or have too much of a throwback to the rom-coms that I know that me and my friends love so much. But he certainly wanted to make the genre his own. But it is a new concept, I think, just with the perspectives of the characters from the boys' point of view and the girls' point of view. But it still has the good old-fashioned kind of traditional formula of a rom-com.
And how about your character, Ellie? Where do we find her in her life when we first meet her? And what does she make of Jason when she first meets him?
Well, first of all, when we meet her, she's just at a bar, which is kind of a classic. And when she first meets Jason, he comes over to attempt to chat her up. And even though that seems actually quite stylized, but it's a nice back and forth, he makes her laugh, and I think that's a catalyst.
And what are some of the best or worst chat-up lines you've ever encountered? Used any yourself?
The best chat-up line I ever heard was, I love the colour of your eyes. They're the same as my helicopter. And the worst chat-up line is probably something like, you dropped your smile.
I like the helicopter one. I think that's
do too.
How relatable do you think audiences might find the film, its depiction of the dating scene, today's dating scene?
I think it's cool because, you know, I think people are constantly searching to actually lie and conceal the fact that something isn't that relevant at all or accessible. But I think this is, and I think that's because the dynamic is so realistic between the boys. I think the fact that it's so current and it's set in New York and it very much delivers a realistic idea of what it is to be in a modern relationship in a city, you know, whether it's New York or London, and these elements I think ring very true.
And how much did you enjoy the time that you got to spend with the cast before the shooting started? That must have been
Oh, we had a great time. Zac organised a trip to go to this place called The Point, which is just all these beautiful little cabins near Vermont, and we played board games and drank whiskey and went on hikes, and I fell over in the snow, and it was just dreamy.
And you discovered s'mores, I hear.
What
are they?
Yes! So, it's so exciting. This is marshmallows that you toast, and then they melt, and apparently they're called s'mores. This might be a lie, but I don't think it is, because Zac said that you want s'more, because they're so good. But you're meant to put them in graham crackers, so do it yourself.
No, I haven't tried them, but they sound pretty good.
Yeah.
And from the trailer, people have seen there's a good amount of male nudity in the film. It's often the girls that have to take their clothes off. What do you think about it being the other way around for that awkward moment?
Oh, it's hilarious, because it's also not just nudity, like, it's not like they're kind of walking around and clenching their buttocks. They're literally horizontal on a toilet. Dignity is sort of out the window.
And how would you describe the tone of the film? Because there's some really romantic moments, and there's also, the rock out with your cock out moments as well.
Yeah. It's comedic, but it's got real kind of heart to it. But I don't think it's too soft. I just think it kind of, like the formula of the rom-com, it definitely delivers, but in a very kind of current way, which is really good. And it's cute, it's sweet. I think people will enjoy it.
And how are you going about deciding what to devote your time and energy to at the moment? I've just seen Need for Speed, which was amazing. How are you deciding what to devote your time to?
I think just, I've had some really wonderful experiences. I loved making this movie, and I got the chance to work with Peter Bogdanovich this summer on Squirrels to the Nuts, which is his new film. There are moments like that where they're like pinch yourself moments. He's a filmmaker I've adored forever, and to be able to work on one of his projects was so special. So it's really, I guess, figuring that out and knowing the type of work you want to do and hoping that it works out.
And are you largely based here in the US at the moment?
I am, yeah, pretty much am. Yeah.
What do you miss about the UK most when you're not there?
Jaffa cakes, but I did find somewhere in New York where you can buy them, which is very exciting.
Amazing.
It's great.
Imogen Poots, thanks very much.
Thank you.
That's great.